Welcome back. Well, let's now focus on the situation in Europe, and weekly official cases in Europe have fallen by almost 60% from the levels in mid-April, which was around 1.7 million. Deaths are also in decline. The vaccine drive is progressing. To talk more about this, we're joined by DW's Thomas Sparrow from Berlin. Thank you so much, Thomas, for joining us. Now, Chancellor Merkel promised to donate coronavirus vaccines to developing countries. What are the details and what's behind this move?
German Chancellor Angela Merkel said that until the end of the year, Germany will donate 30 million doses of coronavirus vaccines, which should preferably go to developing countries around the world. This is part of a wider EU donation of 100 million vaccine doses this year. Behind this move is the understanding that the pandemic can only be dealt with in a multilateral way, which explains Germany's support for COVAX, the international platform that's helping to distribute vaccines, with an additional 100 million euros. But it also has to do with the reality on the ground, acknowledged by the German government, that COVAX vaccines are not yet being delivered in sufficient quantities.
And so how is Germany's own vaccination program going?
After a very slow start, plagued by organizational problems, Germany's vaccination rollout is not only gathering speed, but it's also helping to reduce new infections. German authorities have repeatedly said their goal is to offer every eligible person a vaccination by the end of September, before Germany goes to the polls to elect a new chancellor. So far, over 40% of Germans have received at least one coronavirus vaccination, which is roughly over 33 million people. Meanwhile, and this is the more important statistic, around 15% of the population has now been completely vaccinated. Despite these statistics, the German government has warned vaccine supplies are still limited, so they appealed for continued patience as people wait for an appointment.
All right, Thomas, thank you so much for joining us on the show.